Hey, what's up guys? Just back. Welcome back to Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Last time we had a little bit of a meltdown, as you can see in the preview image from earlier in the session from the other day. Shiki went ballistic and destroyed his room and hurt Kohaku, and we ended up getting out of there and fighting CL. And, you know, she eventually decided to give us a chance. But now, though. Oh, now we've got Noel to contend with, and, we'll see how that goes. Because, Noel was definitely not in the original, so I have no idea what's gonna happen from here. And I was sitting. Oh, what? Hey, Meredith, KV6. I was sitting still long enough to regain some of my strength. My wounds are closing. The pain is starting to fade. As unsettling as Roa's alterations to my body are, they're more help than hindrance right now.
Hi. そうでした。こちらどうぞ。
Yeah, our knife.
落とし物です。
Our knife.
大事なものなんでしょ?
She produces a metal object. The knife I threw away. A memento from my father. If that means what I think it means, it's all I have left of the person I used to be.
そうですね。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we're gonna need it here in a minute. I take it from her hand.
さて、あとは地上に戻るだけですか。今の遠野くんなら一人でも瓦礫を登っていきますよね。
Yeah, we'll figure it out. CL looks around for where the slope is gentlest. As I watch her, I hear something.
なんだこの音。
Yep, here it comes. I strain my ears to pick up the distant noise. CL must have caught it too. The ringing of bells falling softly from the sky. I've heard this sound before, from chapel belfries. The clangor of metal striking metal. It's not altogether uncommon to hear, but only on certain days. What on earth is it doing here now? Christmas is still a long way off. And there it is! Dodge, dodge, dodge! Oh, right, we're shoved. CL shoves me aside, and I think this is where we stopped last time, and I backtracked to put the save down. An instant later. No, we saw this part too, where it hit her. Several blades, long and thin as the posts of a wrought iron fence, spear her like needles pinning a butterfly. Yeah, it's not a lovely, not a lovely picture.
殺すどころか助けるとか意味わかんない。
Yeah, well, she changed her mind.
ルアに乗り移られた者同士、手を取り合って生きていこうってこと？
Sort of. We're gonna go to the church, you know, see if we can fix Shiki, you know. So I guess it's sort of like skipping off into the sunset, kinda. Sorta. A girly voice echoes across the ruined crater. But I don't see anyone among the rubble, which means... So she went dark magical girl? This is the first time I'm seeing her properly. Because we only saw like her like shadow in the day 12 or day 11 scene, whichever day it was. I look up as I run to CL's aid. And there, silhouetted against the sky.
何それ？美談のつもり？
I don't know how I feel about the outfit itself would be one thing if it was on normal Noel. I don't know though. I don't know about this.
そんな身勝手許されるはずないじゃない。
Okay, you willingly turned into a vampire. What do you mean they're sinners? Is a vampire drenched in gruesome scarlet. Like, kinda hypocritical there, Noel. Like a butterfly, she perches atop a ruined pillar. She looks like a young girl. Yeah, looks. Her hair is a faded red and her eyes burn crimson. There's no doubt about it. This is a vampire. Uh-huh. Like it or not, we're two of a kind. And as such, I can sense how powerful she is. She's rank 6. A true dead apostle, no longer tied to a sire. Was she ever, though? A transcendent being free to create her own minions and raise her own army of the dead.
あれ？反応薄くない？タイミング測ったつもりなんだけど、渡したらまた外しちゃったのかな？
Yeah, no, you flunked it. It was a terrible entrance, horrible, awful, dog doo-doo. She muses theatrically to herself as she looks down at us. It sends chills down my spine, yeah. Her mouth is set in a smile, but her eyes seethe with murderous intent, promising we won't get away. Beneath her affected demeanor, she oozes fetid bloodlust from every pore.
まあいっか。取り乱して悲鳴を上げてもらうのは後のお楽しみにすればいいんだし。それより今はこっちの話よね。
Oh, what business is that?
ほら、早く殺してよ。
No.
ドアに汚染された魂は本人の意志が残っていようと例外なく消滅させる。そうでしょ？
I mean, maybe she thought like that once upon a time, but you know, now is a different story.
シエル先輩
Yeah. She called her by name? Do they know each other? I feel like the mole is kind of a dead giveaway. But again, maybe that's just bias because I know it's her. I guess maybe.
その姿、使徒に身を委ねたのですね、ノエル。
Yeah.
ノエルってノエル先生
The young girl smiles, but otherwise ignores CL. Unthinkable as it is, it must be true. This is the woman I once knew as Noel, now transformed into a vampire.
ノエル先生、ヨシキ君。
Yeah, dear, very dear, very dear.
見違えてくれた。あなたから見たらまるで別人みたいでしょ。
Yeah, kinda, almost.
でもそこの人にしてみれば驚くことでもなんでもないわ。
Has she? Haven't they only been together 6 years? So Noel would have been 21 when they started working together? Or were they working together longer? I could have sworn it was only like 6 or 7 years they were working together, but maybe not. Yeah, maybe she did see this, huh?
この顔は13年前のあの日
Were they
の
working together for 13
14歳
years?
の頃の私だもの。
Wait. Okay, I guess we'll see. I guess they did kind of subtly hint at the fact that Noel's also from the same town. So we'll see. A shuffling cacophony closes in around us. Zombies, and not just a handful of them either. There are easily more than 30 crawling down the crater on their bellies. Like a plague of lizards. I ready my knife, bracing for the coming assault. The zombies converging on us are freshly turned. There are no leftovers from Roa's stock. She must have made them herself from the bodies of innocent people.
ノエル、あなたは
Yeah. With 3 spikes skewering her, Ciel glares at Noel. One through her chest, another through her left arm. Yeah, no, Ciel said she's 25, and Noel is 27. Another through her left arm, a third through her right thigh, but her voice betrays no hint of pain. As long as Roa exists, she is immortal. And besides, she's burning with rage. Rage at her former comrade in arms, who has joined the very monsters she swore to slay, slaughtered the very people she swore to protect.
3日かけて50人近くの兵隊を作ったわ。
Yeah. Shiki, well, I guess Shiki didn't realize it was you, or I guess Shiki doesn't even have those memories, actually, but, you know.
初めは加減がわからなくて
He saw it,
殺しち
even
ゃっ
if
た
he
り
doesn't
壊
remember.
しちゃったりしたけど、今はこの通り一つの群れの先生役。
Can you call 50 an army? I don't know about that. I
なってみれば簡単よね。
feel like an
吸
army.
血鬼の生活なんて軽く心をいじって抜け殻にしてあげれば、けなげで哀れな働きアリが一匹できるんだもの。
Yeah, very,
しかも
very
ギフト
easy.
のおまけ付き。人間一匹の血を吸うだけで力も寿命も伸びるなんてチートすぎて笑っちゃうわ。
I mean, I guess. I guess. But I mean, you realize you're also, you know, essentially killing people, right? The number of zombies is growing by the second. We've been completely surrounded in only a minute or so.
よくわかりました。
Oh, do you?
経緯はどうあれ、あなたは吸血鬼になった。吸血鬼として生き延びるために私を殺しに来たのです。
I actually don't know, but I mean, maybe, but she also did tell you to kill Shiki, so maybe if you did that, she would spare you. Maybe, I don't know. Oh no, no about that one. Nah, she doesn't twitch so much as an eyebrow as she yanks the blade out of her chest. I've seen that face enough tonight to know what it means. It's the mask of Executor Ciel, the one she wears when she's on the verge of tears. Yeah, they had a rough relationship here and there, but I think Ciel did or does care about Noel, which is why it's kind of fucked up. Their battle is only moments away. No, this won't be a battle. It'll be an extermination. Exterminate. There's clearly no contest between them. Noel's curse envelops her on a scale an ordinary human could only dream of. Her capabilities must be magnified by 10 or 20 times. Yeah, but no, our Ciel is also, you know, Ciel. But Ciel is stronger than 20 Noels. And her 7th holy scripture is optimized for killing vampires. Noel might be rank 6, as strong as the dead apostle of common stock can get, but if things turn violent, I'm pretty sure, I could be mistaken, I'm pretty sure she should have one more syringe, right? Cause didn't Arak give her, like, in that case, have 7? Am I misremembering? I swear she should have one more syringe on her somewhere. But if things turn violent, she doesn't stand a chance.
まあそうなるわよね。あなたにとって吸血鬼は誰であれ殺すもの。そうでなくちゃ許されない。
Yeah.
でもね、それなら私より先に殺すべき相手がいるんじゃないかしら。
Had 7. Okay, so she should have 2 more then. I guess she's holding on to them to wait and see if this level is enough. Probably because trying to go to 7 or 8 is probably quite risky. Quite risky. CL freezes. Noel doesn't stand a chance in combat. She knows that, so she's trying to crush CL's spirit before this can come to blows.
私が吸血鬼かどうかなんて今は些細な問題でしょ。
I mean, yeah.
ねえシエル先輩、私たちよく語り合いましたよね。この命は復讐のために。
Did you
ノアを
now?
殺すためなら何でもするって。
Did you now?
だから見て、私はその誓いを守ったわ。
Have you? Have you
あ
really?
なたがやってくれないから私は自分からこうなった。一人じゃ何もできない私はノアを殺すために大嫌いな吸血鬼に生まれ変わるしかなかったのよ。
She's really prodding CL where she knows it'll sting.
私の
No, don't listen to it, Shiki. Shiki, talk some sense into her. You did not do this.
そう全部あなたのせい。あなたがいつまでもふぬけてるからこうなった。ほら、次はあなたの番よ。
Yeah.
早く殺して。
I don't think that'll happen. Right. CL, we concluded we would try and fix this, right? You're not gonna turn on us, right? Surely.
そこの坊やをあなたの手で八つ咲きにしてみせて。
CL. Dear. In an instant, the tables have turned. I mean, to be fair, she has known CL or Noel for however many years, and only known us for, what, a couple weeks? You know, I mean, I guess it would make sense that she would, really have to give pause and think about it. You know. In an instant, the tables have turned. The CL is frozen stiff, her will to fight gone. Her windpipe contracts in shock. She chokes out ragged breaths as her eyes dart between me and Noel. What's so fucking funny, huh?
そうできないの。やっぱり嘘だったのね。何もかも嘘。あの涙も懺悔も開口もみんな嘘っぱちだった。
No, they weren't lies. Just she underestimated how attached she would get.
そんなあなたが私を殺す？恥知らずにも程があるわ。誰よりも薄汚い犬畜生。お前なんかあの時死んでいればよかった。生きていること自体許されるはずがないんだから。
You know, you were kind of getting to her, Noel. I don't know, like, I feel like this is gonna turn around any progress you were making in convincing her. Her insults fall like a rain of curses. Yeah, I'm gonna run with the assumption that if she hadn't decided to just start insulting her, she might have actually convinced CL to to turn on us. I can't know what kind of past they share, but I won't listen to another word of her vitriol.
何好き勝手言わせてるんですか、先輩。
Yeah.
あいつは吸血鬼です。周りをよく見てください。
So are you, buddy. Technically, so are you. So maybe, you know, don't say that. I step in front of CL, shielding her from Noel's gaze. With knife raised, I stare up at my foe. My left arm is still a little stiff, but that aside, I feel stronger than ever. I'm hardly proud to admit it, but she's not the only one enjoying the benefits of vampiric physiology. True.
あら、まだ四季君が残ってるんだ。てっきりロアに飲まれたと思ったの。
Yeah, no, it's still.
けなげに頑張るのね。
Yo, body aside, the mind is still like 85% Shiki. Well, 70% Shiki, probably. Like 70%.
君には恨みはないし、できるだけ楽に殺してあげようと思っていたんだけど。気が変わったわ。そいつをかばっただけでイラッときちゃった。
Yeah, good.
生き地獄を味わって
Good
もら
luck
おう
with
かし
that.
ら。
We'll see if you have the chutzpah to make it happen, huh? You're pissed off? Well, that makes two of us.
あんたが先輩をよく思っていなかったのも、願いやしいことも知っていたけどさ。
Oh.
まさかここまで先輩を怖がってるとは思わなかったよ。
Oh. Oh.
へえ、それどういう意味なのか教えてもらえる？
分かっていることをいちいち聞くな。戦うのが怖いからベラベラ喋って矛先を惑わしやがって。
He's calling your ass out, Noel. What do you have to say in response?
大体あんたの目的は俺だろ。ロアを殺したいんなら俺を狙え。吸血鬼になりそうだったら先輩を責める資格はない。
Yeah, you tell her.
吸血鬼になり下がった私。
Yeah, you
責める資
did.
格はない。
Every hair on the back of my neck stands bolt upright. I sense that I've made a fatal misstep. The girl's mouth twists into a full-faced leer, like the devil's grin as his trap snaps shut.
ああ、そう。知らないんだ。
Yeah, I guess
キ
not.
君はその女が何をしてきた
Well,
の？
why don't you enlighten us then,
知らないんだ。
Why don't you tell us what she's done? CL finally breaks her paralysis with a cry. She looks up at Noel as though begging her not to continue. But the vampire only smiles.
なら直接見せてあげる。戦うのが怖いなんて笑わせるわ。だって戦う必要なんてないんだもの。人間を壊すことがどれほど造作もないことか、身をもって教えてあげる。
I don't think I like where this is going. I'll be honest.
さあ、私の目の中にいらしてください。
Oh, of course she had the capacity to probably get some sort of busted mystic eyes, huh? Like, I doubt these are just normal, like, what are they called? Like hypnosis eyes that a lot of vampires have. She probably has something crazy. For a moment, it seems nothing has happened. The attack I feared doesn't manifest. Oh, hasn't it though? And I wasn't never looking at her to begin with? What? Why? Is this? I think that's supposed to be I wasn't ever looking at her, but it's never for some reason. I'm gonna go with the assumption it's supposed to be I wasn't ever looking at her to begin with. But her eyes burst into bloom. And just like that, the world goes mad. Is she activating a reality marble with her eyes? Or causing hallucinations, maybe? Roses, endless roses as far as the eye can see. A sickly aroma clogs the air. The crimson sea seems to stretch on forever. And I, an insignificant speck adrift in its depths, am nothing but a pest in the garden. Thanks for having us. Oh, debauchery, you say? Okay. Oh yeah, RX said she did have idea blood, didn't she? But okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that scene again because I don't remember exactly everything RX said. But I do vaguely remember her saying something about her having idea blood. She can something. Petals scatter on the whispering wind. The riot of color smothers my eyeballs. The stench of roses pervades my nostrils. Boundaries blur and blend. In this rosen world, a bewitching narcotic holds my every sense in thrall. Okay. So she's able to show us the past with this idea blood? Sensing danger, I try to run, but I lose myself in a storm of petals. My body and mind dissolve in the endless roses. They strip away my identity and reduce me to a nameless actor, to be dropped into a page of someone else's story. Okay. Chapel bells toll in the winter air. I look around as I wipe down the outside tables, marveling at how busy the town has gotten. Okay, we're getting like extreme detail CL backstory. Like we got general overview, now we're getting like detailed. A crowd mills at the door of the local church. Children from all over town are gathered in the town square, watching a charity performance staged by doll makers and magicians. December 24th, 2001, 3 p.m. A bright, sunny day. It's only a few hours until Christmas. Soon the square front cafe that doubles as my house will reopen for dinner service.
Konnichiwa. Omise wa junbi chu?
I guess. Whomst. I spin around, flustered at the familiar voice. My feet might have actually left the ground for a moment. Shaking my head furiously, I invite him to take a seat.
Ah, menu wa iranai yo. Chotto yotta dake dakara.
He replies breezily in fluent French. You know, never mind. They never do this, but it would have been interesting if they gotten someone to speak French here. Just you know, actually I was gonna say ideally a French person, but no. It would be. I guess it'd be funnier if it's like a lot of anime where they have just a Japanese person speaking English. Just have a Japanese person speak French. That'd be interesting. I'll say yeah, interesting. He replies breezily in fluent French and takes his usual seat overlooking the main street. It's been half a year since he arrived from the East on exchange. He's well-mannered and likable. Often he comes by on weekends to play piano in the cafe lounge. Apparently he came to France to study music, moving to this town on a friend's invitation to avoid paying rent at exorbitant city rates. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
君は広場に遊びには行かないのかい?
No, probably not. Me? I'm too old for all that. I'm not a child, you know. I turned 14 this year. Oh, this is Noel, then. Okay.
そういう意味で言ったんじゃないんだけど。ごめん、謝るよ。お詫びに、はい。一日早いけどプレゼント。
He pulls a carefully wrapped parcel out of a paper bag. I can already tell what's in it. It's the jewelry I wanted. A silver cross with a bell on it. Something a real grown-up might wear.
親父さんにはいつもお世話になってるからね。こことアレル感がなかったら、僕はとっくに飢えて倒れている。お金はあっても料理ができない。
Yeah, I mean, well, you probably wouldn't feel good after, but you could eat money. I mean, you could. I mumble my thanks to the ground, too embarrassed to look at his smile. I've been a little slow to mature, so it's hard for me to get along with others my age. But with him, conversation is effortless. His boyish features might help, but more than that, he has the kindest air of anyone in town.
でもアレル感はここのところ休みが多いよね。
Yeah, I'm assuming Arlequin is probably Ciel's parents' place, maybe?
せっかくのクリスマスなのに、街
Yeah,
で一番のパティスリーが閉まっているなんて、ちょっとがっかりだな。
Yeah, unfortunate, no Christmas cakes. My heart sinks a little at that. Arlequin at the end of the main street is one of the oldest shops in town. Though it's actually a boulangerie, not a patisserie, but their recent range of cakes must have given him the wrong idea. We source biscuits and other confectionery from them, so they're on good terms with my father. I rarely leave the house if I can help it, but I've met their daughter once or twice. Oh, so they're... I mean, I wouldn't say childhood friends, but childhood acquaintances. Okay. She's younger than me, having only just entered junior high, college. A junior high what? Oh, is that one of those, like, mixed schools where it has everything from middle school through college? What do you mean, a junior high college? What? Yet tall and lanky, with dark hair and endless energy. Obviously, the buildings are separate, but it's like one campus. Maybe that's what that is? I don't know. Yet tall and lanky with dark hair and endless energy. My polar opposite.
そういえば、 アルルカンの娘さんも見かけないな。
Yeah.
以前はよく焼きたてのパンをくれたものだけど。
I don't really like her very much. Oh, because... Okay, Noel. She's always chatting with him on the main street. And I don't like that she's taller than me, even though she's way younger.
もっとも、
I mean, I don't know if I would call 2 years way younger.
町全体の話だけどね。
I guess maybe at that age, I guess it
物
is.
騒な事件も頻発しているし、夜も静かすぎるだろ。
Alright, this must be like 2 or 3 days into her being Roa and slowly converting the town. Well, I say slowly, but she said it took like a week. So.
よその町に親戚がいるのなら、新年はそっちに行った方がいいと思う。こらそこ、うさんくさい顔しない。こういう時の僕の勘は当たるんだぞ。
Yeah. Maybe you're right, buddy. Maybe you're right. He finishes his coffee, excuses himself, and sets off towards the church. With a reminder of the countdown to Christmas, he waves goodbye. Christmas here starts and ends at night. Most people think of the 24th as Christmas Eve, but Christmas really goes from that evening to the night of the 25th. Once the sun goes down, customers will start pouring in. I watch a little wistfully as he weaves through the crowd of children in the square. That sight would be my last memory of my hometown as it was. Ooh. After helping open up the cafe, I retreat to my room. I have homework to do, and besides, I don't have any friends to invite me to mass. My absence is sure to spark some gossip, but that's still better than going. When my father asks, I lie and tell him I have a cold. My room is on the second floor of the shop, and the floor isn't thick enough to keep out the hubbub below. It'll be especially loud tonight since it's Christmas. I slip my earphones in and burrow headfirst into my duvet so I don't have to feel so alone. The hours pass in silence as I lie in the dark. But sleep doesn't come, so eventually I crawl out of bed. I'm curious what's going on outside, and besides, I need to use the bathroom. It's still only 7. The night has just begun. It's quiet. I cock my head at the odd sight outside the window. Okay, maybe not quiet. The square is brightly lit, but the church is dark. Strange cries rise from the main street. Protracted screams unlike anything I've ever heard. Footsteps drum in the distance. The cafe downstairs has gone deathly silent. That's weird. Still in my pajamas, I open the door, make my way through the corridor, and peer down the stairs to the first floor. First, I call for my mother and father, I think. No one answers, not even the customers. But I'm still too innocent, ignorant, confident in my safety. So I blithely descend the stairs to the cafe. And stumble into a nightmare of flesh and blood and bone. Damn, how'd that happen without you here? I guess because you had headphones in. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. You know what? It's fair enough. At first, all I can do is look closer, trying to process what I'm seeing. Broken tables, broken chairs, shattered plates, scattered corpses, a cash register abandoned, my father gone. 1, 2, 3, and I can't breathe. They say the heart is just a muscle, untied to emotion, but it feels like mine has literally burst with horror. I try to scream but end up throwing up instead. Curled up like a cat, throwing up what feels like all of my guts. throwing up until I almost drown in my own vomit. And by the time I'm done, my throat is too raw to make a sound. Distant cheers come from the square. I dash out of the shop, desperate to find someone, anyone who can explain what's going on. Oh! The moment I set foot outside, I understand. The square is burning. Piles of bodies litter the ground. Above it all, the church bell tolls. The townspeople have been split into two camps. The hunters and the hunted. The killers and the victims. Those who have lost their humanity. And those who are still clinging to it. I can't make heads or tails of any of this. I'll probably never understand. All I know is that the apocalypse came while I was in bed, and I missed the memo. My guts clench as I realize my mother and father have left me behind. It's lucky that I can't scream in the end. That may be the only reason I make it off the main street unnoticed. All I want is to find my parents. Understandable. I think they're probably dead though. I'm sure they've realized it's too dangerous here. I bet they're outside of town waiting for me. Okay, obviously that wasn't the case, but even if it was, how shitty of parents do you have to be to run off without your kid if you see all this happening? Like obviously they're dead or turned or which, you know, what have you, but let's say she was right about this. They would have to be pretty bad parents. I flee through the side streets and down the hill to the major road. This area is mostly fields, so I don't expect to find help. But something tells me the farther out of town I am, the better. Yeah, probably. However, I find my path blocked by an unfamiliar wall. A 10-meter high edifice surrounds the town. A crowd of grown-ups is gathered at the base. How'd that get there? They're arguing, fighting, killing each other. Their faces twisted in anger are scarier than the monsters in the square. You can't knock it down, you idiots! Someone shrieks. Someone climb it and drop a rope down from the top. Well, that looks like a pretty sheer, you know, just a straight wall. In this nightmare, the idea seems perfectly logical. The grown-ups stop fighting and start working together to climb the wall. Relief washes over me. I was scared to approach while they were all so angry, but now it should be alright. Is it really? But just as I step out of cover, a rough hand grabs my shoulder. Once again, I'm thankful that I can't scream. Oh, it's Mr. Nice guy. It's the exchange student from the East, the one who makes my heart flutter. He pulls me back into the shadows. He's out of breath, with a face that looks like he's been through hell and back. Why did you do that? We might be able to get out of here. Okay, so this guy is definitely not normal then, right? His answer trails off. He stares at the wall, his face drawn. More grown-ups arrive. Escapees from the town, more than I can count. It's hard to believe that so many people have been living alongside me all this time. But their numbers do them no good. All they need to do is form a human tower, but they're still fighting over who gets to be on top. And then it happens. I notice something emerging from the ground. A second wall? A second wall. That traps them in, yeah. Something dark, translucent, and very, very high. Very, very high? Like me? No. A second wall tracing the first from the inside. Shouts rise from the crowd as people start to notice. Are the walls gonna start moving and crush them? Like fucking Star Wars Episode 4? As people start to notice, they run back to the wall that's risen behind them and batter their fists against it. But it won't budge. And unless... Yeah, I was fucking right. Jesus, dude. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, it's starting to move. Yeah. Oh no. Something awful is about to happen. Yeah, no. Buddy over here is definitely not a normal person. Or at least, maybe he thinks he is, but he has some, like, innate blood in him or something, I don't know. What the hell do you want the mayor to do? Like, what? Yeah, they're gonna be human pancakes. Yeah, sure, buddy. That's gonna happen. Oh boy. Oh, this might be like top. Actually, no. I can think of a bunch of ways that would probably be way worse. Actually, this might be like top 20. I'd say like top 20 worst ways to die, probably. Nah, I'd say 20 is a pretty safe number. Big explosion of blood shoots at the top. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. The walls close like an old-fashioned juice press. Over 100 people are slowly but steadily pressed into pulp until all that's left of them is a harvest of precious blood. Worst ways to die. Yeah, I could agree. Probably top 5 worst ways to die in mass. Top 20 overall, maybe. Oh boy. What is... What's... Yeah, I was about to say, that's Vlov there. And I assume the spider one on the right is Arak, or Arak's sire, maybe? Someone. I think I should know who the really freaking big one is. But I can't think of it off the top of my head. I feel like I should know who that really big one is. I don't know. Mr. Top Hat and the one next to Vlog is in other series. And I'm blanking. Okay, so
逃げよう。ここにいちゃいけない。
The big one's unknown. For some reason I thought I remembered a passage of something similar in description to that from like KT, one of the KT like character Dead Apostle things. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Can't stay here, we have to run. He grabs my hand and leads me back into town. I follow along in a daze. It's strange. I can't shake the feeling that one of the faces I saw in the crowd, pleading with me for help through the transparent wall, was my mother's. Oh! Oh! That's great! We see all sorts of strange sights as we run. It's like an art exhibition. Yeah, so Ciel didn't just kill / turn the entire town. She was fucked up. I mean, it was Roa, but you know, still, I can see how Noel would be pretty unforgiving towards Ciel, even if she, you know, technically knew wasn't quite the same person, but yeah. Odd sculptures dot the road back to the town square. A glance reveals them to be human-sized cacti. A closer look reveals them to be human-sized humans. Yeah, although I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking they were cacti, all wrapped in thorns like that. Blood-red roses bloom all over them. A garden of beautiful rouge, melons growing from human soil. All that remains of the people beneath are their heads, with mouths stretched into blissful smiles. Some are torn apart by living corpses. Others mistaken for demons and killed by their friends. But I think all of them are luckier than the people at the wall. That's how I'd want to die, if I could choose. In my sleep, dreaming happy dreams. I guess if it was this or that, then yeah. It's like a masquerade. Great big bugs squirm along the street. Insects with 6 legs, spiders with 8, long wriggling creatures with more. Turn me back, they sing in tearful chorus. I don't have to look closely to tell that they're humans with extra bits growing out of them. Was there ever a purer love than this? Yeah, actually. Oh, how it grieves me that you're blind to it. Love gives, love nurtures, love strengthens. Rejoice, my children, for my love for you is endless. So I have to wonder why there's like 10 dead apostles here where Roa awakened. A mechanical insect croons its love in a voice no organic throat could produce. It walks in midair. No, she's walking on something. Across an enormous web spun between the rooftops. Its hulking body is so monstrous, just the sight of it corrodes my will to live. The devil from the fairy tales would pale next to this. Its 8 legs gleam as they scurry on thin air. 8 spindly fingers playing a dizzying tarantella. There was more. Whole streets frozen solid. A plague of holes pockmarking the ground. A flock of gorgeous doves picking out those who no longer care to run. So all the other dead apostles hate Roa, right? Maybe they're here to kill him? Or all the dead apostle ancestors, aside from Nero, like, hate him? I thought I might go crazy. Or rather, I thought I might loop back around to sanity and go crazy a second time. Far past breaking point, I numbly let him drag me in his wake. My presence seems to help him cling to sanity. Oh, Mr. Toppet just is an entourage? Okay. Well, whatever. Like 4 or 5 dead apostle ancestors are there. The church lights have to be out for a reason. Oh, he said that. He stops and mutters to himself. My brain, having long given up on thinking, all I can offer is a flat, non-committal response. Maybe. I doubt it though. So he slips in through the doors with me in tow. There are lots of people inside. My father is one of them. I dive into his arms, where overcome by warmth and guilt, I finally break down and cry. Okay, so if her dad's... Okay, her mother was alive at the wall, supposedly, maybe, and her father is alive here. They are shit parents for just leaving her. Like, what? I'd break down and cry. The chapel has become a place of refuge. More than 50 people huddle beneath its roof, waiting for the dawn. Hoping against hope that daybreak will end this nightmare and return their ordinary lives. But it's not to be. Yeah. Ew, hey. Sierra?
街中の人間が殺到すると期待していたのに、集まったのはこれだけなの。この時代は不信心者が多すぎる。
Yeah, kinda. Footsteps echo through the cavernous hall. A figure approaches from the altar, her red eyes shining in the darkness. Type moon, really? Really? They only gave her a cape. Okay, right. Not gonna lie though, I kind of dig CL with red eyes. I kind of dig it. Oh, is this what they censored in the art book? I see. Understandable, yeah. But, you know, no, CL with red eyes actually works quite well, in my opinion. Especially with the way they, like, made her expression. I like it.
ここに集まったあなたたちこそ、生贄にふさわしい敬虔な信者ですから。
Yeah. I still think it's funny how Nintendo didn't censor it in their art book, or in the Switch version of the art book. It's still kind of funny to me. Like, no. And we become toys to pass the time. Yeah. Oh boy. A pool of blood forms in the chapel. With a sickly crunch, the floor collapses, trapping us at the bottom of a feeding pit. She says she wants to find the best way to keep us fresh. Oh. One of my classmates is the first to be chosen. Oh. Starting from his extremities and working in. She rolls him up like a tube of toothpaste! Ah! What the fuck? What in the hell? Squeezing screams and innards from his mouth. One by one. She must be pleased with the results. She takes a similar approach with the second and third, folding one into a living box, flattening the other into a living carpet. How are they alive? One by one. She's waiting for someone, killing time until they arrive. It reminds me of myself, absent-mindedly dipping a hand into a bag of chips as I stare at the television. What she's doing now is no different. This church is one big foil bag, and we're nothing more than human chips, waiting to be picked up and eaten. One by one, the pool starts to fill. Not with blood, but with human beings squashed flat. We scream, we pray, help us, help us. All together we scrape at the walls. And then after our nails have torn off, smack, smack, smack. One by one, she chooses a man next, the one holding on to me, the one whose name I can't remember no matter how hard I try. I cry and scream, but she won't listen. I hit her to try and make her stop, but she only laughs. Then she does the cruelest thing yet and... No, please don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill my father. No, please stop. You're hurting him. Oh god, he's so small. Smaller than an apple. Please no, don't eat him. Don't eat him. I'll kill you last. Oh. No, he's not disgusting. Don't throw him away. Someone catch him. Oh god, pick him up please before somebody steps on him. One by one, the people are half gone and the pool is half full, and we're all too scared to look her in the eye anymore. We just press our faces to the warm, fleshy ground and beg for mercy. One by one, she takes us. But in the end, none of it matters. In the end, nothing really matters. I tried so... Dawn isn't coming, someone finally whispers. No! Bad end of Until Dawn! As one by one, carefully but coldly, us. She picks one of us out every hour, so about 3 days must have passed by now. I look up to see there are only a few of us left. The last few chips at the bottom of the bag. What do you mean now's our chance? What do you want us to do? We're in a pit. I hear a voice by my ear. He hasn't been scrunched up yet, though he's missing an eye and a leg. Oh, it's good. I look for her, but she's gone. There's a strange whistling noise outside. It must be windy today. This is... it's...
そうすればギリギリ届く。みんな聞いてくれ。この子だけでも助けたい。
This is definitely a trap. She's definitely fucking with us to give a false sense of... or with them to give a false sense of, hope. He's our light in the darkness. None of us are thinking about escape anymore. We just want her to take us away so it can all be over. But he's different. His eyes are bright and warm. There's something so human about him, working his hardest to save somebody else. We pile them up, suits of human flesh, one on top of the other like stairs leading up to heaven, until they reach the top of the pool.
さあ早く。あいつが帰ってくる前に。
Okay. He takes me by the hand. We pull ourselves over the top of the high wall. Everybody cheers as we stand up. That's the problem with people. It's so easy to give them hope. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Shh. He steadies himself against a pew and knocks over the stairs we all built. This guy's an ass! What the heck? Why would he do that? I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right, but she specifically said she would kill Noel last. You think she won't notice the ones that she specifically said she wouldn't kill until the end is gone? Okay. You're right. He's right. Now that I'm empty inside, even I can see it. I wouldn't notice one or two missing yeah, if it was anyone else, maybe. But... she probably won't notice either. Yeah, sure she won't. But I still don't understand. He breaks the pew to use it as a walking stick. Then he leads me outside. To the hometown I would have given anything to see again. And the zombies. A crowd of scary monsters is waiting for us. Huh? What a piece of shit. What an absolute douchebag. What the fuck? He pushes me forward so I stumble in front of them. The only way he can escape is to make them focus on me. I don't hate him for doing it. He isn't a bad person. Yeah, no, he's just human. He's just doing what he has to. Even good people do bad things sometimes, when they need to survive. Okay, he didn't have to say all that. Nah, you can't defend that. He isn't a bad person. Come on. But he really shouldn't have said that. Right? Like, all that yelling is just gonna attract them to him. He screams as they bite into him. While I, with my throat scraped raw, still couldn't scream if I tried. He was the first to make a noise, so he was the one they ate. I lie where I fell, looking up at him being gnawed down to bones, looking up at the town I no longer recognize. I watch as they come to an end. The death of my hometown was a little thing, all told. At least, next to what's happening to the world, a profane revolution is stirring. Ah, I can see it so clearly now. Even a broken little girl like me has a third eye to open. This was a ritual, and in my hometown was the altar. I guess that was probably the ending of Saroa and Arkwood's fight. The ritual ends in failure. An apparition in white comes to kill my tormentor, who falls to earth in front of me with a splat. I want to run, but I'm frozen stiff. Her glassy eyes stare up at me. I see myself reflected there, the discarded doll I am. And for the rest of the long, long night, I keep watch over myself, pathetic and powerless. So the other, like, 5 or 6 people who were left in the pit should be alive then, right? Technically? Maybe? Oh, violent nausea assails me, but I manage to stand my ground. Yeah, Noel, you had it rough, but, you know, we've all had it rough. Who cares? I press a hand against my forehead as my brain swims in a drunken haze. That's fine. The bones of my injured arm shudder painfully with the movement, finally returning me to myself. Oh? Well, he's not entirely human right now. My cardiopulmonary functions resume with a start. Oh, it's good. I drink in oxygen like a drowning man. How long did I spend submerged in someone else's life? Those weren't my own memories or my own dreams. They were hers. I was living out the events of Noel's past. It's probably only been a few minutes in the real world. But for me, trapped in an illusion and forced to watch a reel of Noel's memories. More than 6? I assumed that all happened in a single... Well, no, I guess because they said they were in there for 3 days. I guess they just skipped it over. Okay. So in game. Seals it. Yeah, no, I know, but they didn't show very well the skip from Noel, the very beginning of Noel, of us seeing Noel's memories, to then, because I assumed her talking to him, right, was the same day as when she went downstairs and discovered the blood in her parents' cafe. But, I mean, maybe it was? I don't know. They didn't do a very good job of showing that. But anyway, I guess at least it was like 3.5, 4 days that we saw. But they skipped the other 2 days, I suppose. I don't know. More than 6 days have passed. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Either or. In the depths of my brain, I feel someone answer her. Humph. The true mystic eyes of roses might have posed a challenge, but your paltry imitation was a mere annoyance.
その人は耐えきれなかったみたい。
Oh?
そうよね。もう一度あの出来事を体験させてあげたんですもんね。
Yeah, especially from a victim's POV and not her own.
ロアに乗っ取られて心が死んで、心祖に殺されて体も死んだ。一人一人の死に様も教えてあげた。今頃は記憶の中で一人ぼっち。二度と目覚めないのではないかしら。
Yeah.
シエル先輩
I ignore Noel and call her name. Is that a spoiler? The true eyes of roses being no one next to love. I'm assuming if you're saying it wasn't mentioned anywhere else than like a Nasu interview, I assume, or something, which is fine. But if it's mentioned in game at some point, then kind of a spoiler. But her eyes won't open. I cry her name again, shake her shoulders, slap her cheek, but she refuses to wake.
無駄よ。私の魔眼から自力で抜け出したのはあなただけ。そいつはもう目覚めないわ。だって心が死んでいるもの。
I don't believe you.
見せつけられた罪に耐えきれず、自分から覚醒を拒否した大罪人。卑怯で下劣な肉人形なんだから。
先輩シエル先輩
I don't know if she can hear you, buddy. Undeterred, I keep at it. She's still alive. I know it. Every time I say her name, she twitches a little. CL. Her shoulders shudder like she's crying.
諦めの悪い人ね。
Yeah.
ああ、生きて出てこれたのもその往生際の悪さがあったから。
Yeah, maybe it was.
でも無駄な努力よ。どうあってもあなたは助からない。命乞いを聞く耳もないし、逃がすのなんて絶対にない。あなたはここで夢の中のどんな死に方より痛くてひどくておかしい死に方で殺されるの。
Noel, I think you're really underestimating what he can do with a vampire body with his mystic eyes. I think you're very severely underestimating him here.
あ、でもその前にせっかくだから聞いておこっと。
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
これってレアかつ一度きりの美味しい機会だし。ねえ、私の中はどうだった？濃密すぎて興奮した？可愛すぎて浴場した？癖になるぐらい酩酊した？
Well, Shigi, answer her.
っていうか、そいつがどのくらい最悪で私がどのくらい正しいか分かってくれた？心の底から謝って二人仲良く私に殺されたくなったかしら？
I mean, I guess, yeah, you are a victim, but it wasn't really her though. It was Roa. So I mean, you know, it's not quite the same. ... She smiles gleefully. The ring of zombies closes around us. Before me, the girl I love is trapped in a nightmare with her eyes wide open. Yeah. No more holding back. The glasses are off. Somewhere in my brain, a firing hammer falls. Our position couldn't be any worse. There's not a second to waste. I'm gonna go with kill her quickly and cleanly. She has to die. I take off my glasses and launch into a sprint. If Noel is the source of the nightmare I just went through, Then killing her should set CL free. I can't leave her to relive those memories. Which means I've got to shut this vampire up as quickly as I can. Yeah, eager to see you bleed. Yeah, save it. Bro, predictable, huh? Why do I not like the sound of that? The zombies close in on me from both sides as I run. Noel stands ahead of me, licking her lips, delighted that I've taken the bait. Yeah, maybe, technically, but at least you look like one. I wouldn't say that makes you one, though. I don't think we were fooled. Yeah, Noel. A paltry 5 zombies can't stop me now. Yeah, Noel, I don't know what you were thinking. My newfound vampirism has nothing to do with it. After going toe-to-toe with CL, these mindless husks are nothing more than hurdles made of meat. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, huh? Does she not know about his eyes? Did CL never tell her? She realizes there's no stopping me and leaps backwards. But no, she should know. The distance between us grows 10 meters in an instant. But that won't save her. 4 more seconds and I'll take her head. Oh yeah, it won't be rough, alright. The same spikes that skewered CL fly at me. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's cute. With their simple trajectories, dodging them is trivial. 3 more seconds until she's in knife range. Oh, we'll look behind us, so don't you worry. In my extended peripheral vision, I see the metal spikes approaching their real target. She'll be fine. She'll regenerate. Without me to intercept them, they streak towards CL, who is still slumped defenseless on the ground. I don't hesitate for a second. As the spikes approach CL. Oh. I ignore them entirely. Yeah, she'll be fine. Like, we know this already. I ignore them entirely. We know about her healing, Noel. Like what what'd you think we were gonna do? I guess in that scenario, most people might instinctively try to save their lover, maybe. But Shiki right now is just too cold and calculated to fall into the trap of, you know, listening to his feelings rather than his instinct. I'd expected she might target CL to throw me off. I was prepared for that when I made my choice. Yeah, goddammit. 2 seconds. My bad. Something tells me she's acting. I don't believe this for a goddamn second. My battered left arm is a problem. It's throwing off my balance as I run, creating a 0.3 second discrepancy. But that's an acceptable margin of error. This last step will take me close enough to... Yeah, we made a mistake. I don't understand my own reaction. Behind Noel stands a zombie. By its side is a girl about my age. Oh. I see her eyes widen in terror as a vampire's fangs clamp down on her neck. Satsuki? The volley of spikes is painfully crude. I can't even react before they run me through. Huh? Huh? What? My field of view drops to the ground. What? How humiliating. What? I slumped to my knees before the vampire I was supposed to kill. Huh? I guess she used her eyes to make us see something. For the slightest of moments, my focus detached from her. Like a sticker being peeled away. All my single-minded determination undone by one external stimulus. It's laughable.
あと一歩だったのに残念。
Yeah, Shiki, what the hell was that, buddy?
でも内容自体は100点満点だったわ。
Oh, thanks, Teach.
今のは四季君のミスじゃないから減点はしないであげる。
Ow, that hurt. She hums to herself as she yanks out one of the spears. Blood sprays in its wake as flesh and veins catch on its edges.
ねえ、不思議だった？
Yeah, very
どうして手が
mysterious.
止まったのか全然わからないでしょ。
I don't know. Your eyes probably did something. Whoever said vampires don't feel pain was a liar. This is more excruciating than anything I've felt when I was human.
ごめんね。あなたが私の記憶を見ていたとき、私もあなたの記憶を見せてもらっちゃった。
Oh.
四季君本人も忘れている。とっても楽しい子供時代の大切な思い出をね。
Oh, would you care to enlighten us? Yeah, feels good. Feels good. Each spear she pulls out incinerates my brain. But that will heal over time. The real problem is my blood. The more I lose, the frailer I'll get, until I'm even weaker than an ordinary human.
それを見てわかったの。
Yeah?
君は今の光景を無視できない。もうどうしようもないほど手遅れで救いがなくてかわいそうな生き物だってことがね。
She pulls out the final spear. I'm running out of blood fast. I don't have many options left. But I do still have my knife. Hit her with the kniff. Her neck is just 20 centimeters out of reach. If she'd only lean in a little closer. Yeah, shut up, Noel. I lift my head to look her in the eyes. Now it's up to fate. The rest of the world fades away. And here comes Arkwid with a steel chair! I block out everything but the two of us. This is my last shot. I focus all of my senses on her. Huh? What are you doing?
私の趣味が悪い？
I mean, you kind of were.
そんなの知ってたでしょ？言ったじゃない。君は特別。犯した
Yeah, I
い
mean, you
レベ
did
ル
tell us that, yeah.
こっちの望みも叶っちゃった。
You know, that's a factual statement. She did in fact say that like 8 days ago or something. Yeah, no, that's very, very true. Laughing, she stares into the face of her defeated foe. Her triumphant leer draws closer. 0. Yeah, you dumbass. Holy fuck, Noel. Holy shit, Noel. Are you serious? Her head drops cleanly to the ground. Frickin' moron. Like a ripe apple falling from a tree. Like the one her dad was turned into by Roa, Alicia, or whatever. Not he wasn't turned into a literal apple, but you know, squished so tiny he was, you know, like the size of an apple. But yeah, thank God it was Noel. With anyone else, that might not have worked. My consciousness dims as I bleed out. With knife in hand, I topple into darkness. If that's actually the end of Noel, I'm gonna be kinda annoyed. Huh? My voice fades into the black. I don't understand. I should be unconscious. Yet, despite expending the last of my strength, I'm awake. I'm not just awake, I'm brimming with energy. I look myself over. Look. Only scars remain of the bloody holes left by Noel's spikes.
Masaka.
Did Roa save me somehow? I can't think of any other explanation. In a very real sense, our fates are linked. Did he pull me back from the brink to save himself? Maybe it makes sense. That would make sense, yeah. I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'll live to fight another day. What? What? Huh? What? Nani? What are you laughing about?
Noel!
I tense as laughter echoes around me. But I can't see its source anywhere. Nor can I sense her presence. Come to think of it, where am I? And why is it so dark? I think we're trapped in an illusion of hers. Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. What do you mean? My voice cracks with unease. No. Did she trap us in our own mind? A familiar debris-strewn crater appears before me. I see a crowd of zombies. CL still impaled. Oh, and myself slumped over on my knees. It's only been 10 seconds since I cut off Noel's head. Wait, something isn't right. What am I looking at here? Did she trap us in her mind? I try to run to CL's side. But nothing happens. My vision stays rigidly still. Instead, I slam into something with a soft thud. There's an invisible wall in front of me. Unbreakable, impenetrable, like the edge of a world. I raise my right hand, but my knife isn't in it. And I don't see any lines of death to cut. The scar on my chest is gone. As are my headaches, and my anemia, and the ever-present whisper of Roa's bloodlust. No. No, I don't think you are, buddy. But my senses tell me I'm awake. Somehow I know this is reality. The sensation is sickeningly familiar. This is how it felt to be trapped in Noel's mystic eyes. Which must mean...
私の瞳の中よ。当の四季君。あなたのトラウマいただいちゃった。
That doesn't sound so bad, actually. Her voice echoes in the darkness. That explains why I couldn't feel her. She's plucked my mind right out of my body. Seems kinda overpowered. But I guess you could argue mystic eyes of death are also overpowered. Oh, is it because we were staring into your eyes? I guess that makes sense.
さっきは私の記憶だったけど、今度は魔眼そのものに中身をズキュー。
Okay.
隠して四季君の精神はこっち側に。
You know, I feel like we could be in a worse spot, right? It could be worse.
外に残された肉体には言うまでもなく。
You're gonna destroy it? I watch as Shiki Tono lurches heavily to his feet. Did you just give Roa our body? You fucking dumbass. His mouth twists into a cruel grin as he shuffles like a zombie towards Ciel. You do know he'll probably kill you too, right? Tonoshiki advances, leaving me behind. And directly in his path, Ciel's immobile body. I don't think she's gonna run. I pound against the inside of Noel's pupils, but my fists have no impact. They don't even make a sound. Yeah. Laughter fills my ears, so sugary I could vomit. Outside, the dissection is beginning. My knife carves lovingly through Ciel's flesh, slowly, carefully, as though savoring its subject's suffering. You know, it'd be really fucked up if Noel let Ciel go free now that she's dismembered. That'd be fucked up. No. Damn. Bro is literally begging now. He's like, please, please, Sensei. Please. Honestly, I can't blame him though. Apparently, my mind can still injure itself. My wrists break from slamming against the walls. But I don't stop. I can't. The only hope I have of stopping the tragedy occurring before my eyes is by begging. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a grand old time. Her voice hangs in the air like a heady incense. No matter how much I plead, no matter what I offer, she has no intention of listening. I've learned that well enough by now. Well, this is a fucked up ending. My own powerlessness brings bitter tears to my eye, or I'm assuming it's an ending. I can't imagine there's any way out of this. There's nothing I can do. Not a single thing.
いいえ、そんなに自分を下げちゃダメよ。だって私に飼われている限りできること、やるべきことはたくさんあるんだから。
I don't know if I want to do anything, to be honest. I don't.
自分のトラウマを見せてあげる。
No, I'd rather you just kill me, to be honest.
任せて。同じ展開なんてさせないから。
Yeah, sure.
犠牲者が1人だったら次は2人に。指を1本失うなら次は2本に。思い出すだけで心が削られる思い出を少しずつ少しずつより悲惨なものに変えていって。
Sounds great. Love that. Love that for you.
救いもない思い出になったらそれが本物なんだってあなたの過去に組み込むの。それでもまだ心が壊れなかったら
Yeah.
その時はもっとひどい地獄を用意してあげる。
And what would that be?
楽しみね。
No, not really. Doesn't sound fun at all, to be honest. I'd rather you didn't. A rose sky billows above me. Once I was Tonoshiki, but now I'm just a nameless actor trapped on a stage with no way out. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that coming. Okay. Well, that was probably one of the more interesting dead ends we've gotten. Honestly, all of the ones we had, because again, I'm missing like 4 or 5 from this route, but honestly, all the dead ends in the remake have been, well, aside from like 1 or 2, but for the most part, they've all been pretty crazy and fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Oh, little rose. Or red flower, at least. Don't know. No, it is a rose, yeah. Teach me, Seo-sensei.
死んではいないものの死より辛い
Yeah,
結末
no,
を
I
迎え
would,
て
I
しま
would
う。
agree with that. Yeah, that's probably way worse. Yeah.
そんな瞳の中の遠野くんに一声かける Q&A コーナー。教えて、シエル先生の時間です。すっげー、元シスターのはっちゃけぶりがすっげー。
Yeah, that's. What was the, oh, it was her monitor.
ゲージが
Okay.
カンストしていたサブヒロインの爆発力は目を見張るものがある。追い込み方が胴に入ってるんだよにゃ。プロの仕事っつうか。えげつない、ひたすらにえげつない。そこんところどう思うシエル。なぜ私に意見を求めるんです？
Oh, well, it's your teaching lesson. You should have something to say.
今回の原因は
Yeah, to try and kill her rather than run away. Yeah, no, yeah. That's what I figured.
発想は良かったのですが、状況が最悪でした。
Yeah.
使徒になってもノエルは臆病なので、その人間の一番重いところを利用することを避けていました。
Really?
でもスイッチの入ってしまった遠野くんの非人間性がノエルに最後の一線を越えさせた。
Didn't really seem that way, but sure.
こいつここまで行かれてるなら私もやっちゃっていいじゃん。結果使徒ノエルは対等の指揮の切り札を切ったのです。
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I feel like this is one of those endings where like
なるほどな。
it's hard to
ライバルの
say
ショッ
if
プが9割引きするならうちも9割引きするしかないじゃんみたいな。
I guess. Sure. Cat Astra. Alright, yeah, sure.
で、メガネ君を仕留めた方法はノエル本人の起点として。
Yeah, no, it's honestly a good play on her part. No, I can't even be mad.
その後の非淑女的悪魔行為に関してコメントはないのかにゃ、シエル。
Her fucking with our memories and making us try and go insane. If we somehow hold it together, then she'll start torturing us herself rather than just twisting memories. Yeah, that part.
ここにある資料によると、あいつは殺すのも殺されるのにも慣れている。私のやり方は大体あいつの真似。今回の加害者であるノエル嬢はそう供述しているようですが。
Is this a Phoenix Wright reference? It feels like it.
それでは今回はこの辺で。
Just okay. I see. She just no comment, huh?
いつも通りクリーンで
Understandable that she wouldn't want to say anything about that, I guess. Okay, yeah, no, those good ones, yeah, thanks.
こいつ笑顔で済ませやがった。
Okay, whatever you say. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this now. Our position couldn't be any worse. No, there's not a second to waste. I take CL and run. Flee, mother trucker, flee! The situation is clear. An ordinary person would have no hope of escaping this army of the dead. I would get bogged down trying to fight my way out, find myself dogpiled, and end up eaten alive. But I'm no ordinary person anymore. No, you're him! Though I have yet to drink blood, I'm still half-turned. I grip my knife in my right hand, grip my teeth against the pain in my left. And with that left hand, I hoist CL up and leap clean over the encroaching circle of zombies. Just a Super Mario jump, just a boing. With a run-up, I clear 10 meters in a heartbeat. My ankles take the impact as I more crash than land. There is a limit to how well I can absorb the shock while carrying CL, but I avoid any serious damage. That's good. So this is what it's like to be a vampire, yeah. Pretty nice, huh? If the zombies are my only concern, I can make a clean getaway, but yeah, Noel's also there. Yeah. For the briefest moment, I look behind me. The Scarlet Vampire is grinning sadistically. Go on, run, she seems to say. It's more fun that way.
走るぞ、先輩。
I adjust CL so she's piggybacking me as I sprint through the field of debris. That's close. Not an instant later, an iron spike grazes my thigh. You know, now would be a real good time for Arkwid to show up, you know?
ずっとこうしたかった。ずっとこの時を待ち続けたの。最高。ありがとうって言ってあげる。期待通りの反応で嬉しいわ。お人よしの人殺しさん。
Yeah, no, we're weird like that. Murderous softy. Yep. Soft murderer. That's us. Her voice chimes in my ear. She picks me out with directed sound waves, while the ringing of the bells fills the crater. It must function like a sonar, allowing her to map out her surroundings. All dead apostles of rank 6 or above have distinctive eminence arts. It seems that her power has to do with sound. It's information that might save my life, but I don't want to hear it. There's no time for lecturing from inside my own head. I flee from the threat looming behind me, trembling with anger as I run. One thought dominates my mind, eclipsing all else. I was ignorant of what really happened 13 years ago, of how helpless humanity was against that tragedy, how arrogant I've been mouthing off about defeating Roa without even knowing what he's capable of. Now I understand Noel's deep-seated hatred of me. Yeah, I mean, of Roa, and you just happen to be his host, but you know, that's... yeah, not really much difference, I guess. Yeah, I sympathize with her. I can't find fault with her desire for revenge. Or vengeance. For wanting retribution for those who were killed. As the sole human survivor of Roa's massacre, she has every right to demand it. I'd rather not be. Yeah, no, I'd rather not. No loined brain spikes, please. Metal rain thunders in my wake. She's clearly toying with me. Her spikes are deliberately aimed just shy of my heels, so that I'll be skewered if I slow down by even a hair. But with Ciel on my back, running is all I can do. At this rate, the spikes will catch up to me eventually. If I want to get out of this, I'll need to leave her behind. No, you don't. That's the point, of course. Noel is playing this game on purpose to force me to abandon Ciel. But you refuse. Yeah, you always refuse. But it doesn't matter. I'm hardly even paying attention. The insides of my head are boiling over with fury. I didn't know the first thing about either of them. The girl who survived a living nightmare, and the girl who created that nightmare, only to awaken in its wreckage. I run, cursing all the while. Here I thought I was the only victim. Yeah, no. Ciel tried to tell me otherwise, but I didn't pay attention. Yeah, and for all I knew about Roa's hosts, I never spared a thought for what life might be like as one of them. Yeah, you were kinda selfish. Yeah.
多くの間違いを犯して多くの人命を見殺しにした。その後、私に課せられたのは犠牲になった人々の数と同じだけの処罰でした。
What kind of fucked up nightmare is that? She must have watched powerless as Roa did as he pleased with her body before being slaughtered by Arquid. And her suffering didn't even end there. Yeah, no, she was murdered. At least probably 1,000 times, right? Probably way more. I don't know how large her town was. I would think more than 1,000, to be honest. Like the city, like the going off the buildings didn't look that small. Had to have been at least in the tens of thousands, I would think. She endured one execution for every life she took. She allowed herself, a living human, to be treated like an indestructible object. And still, after atoning 100 times over.
でも、そんなのは違うんです。私は全然強くない。単に死なない体だから、体が強いから罰に耐えられただけ。普通の体だったなら、きっと一日で投げ出していたんです。
She still can't forgive herself. Yeah, no, she's led a fucked up life. She wants to die a human death? That isn't atonement. She just wants to forget it all and rest. But she treats it as her absolute duty. She's convinced herself that if she saves others from Roa, kills him, and submits herself to death's judgment, she'll finally have paid the price for her sins. She's trying to box us in now. I'm sorry, CL. I don't think I'll ever have your strength. All I have is this violent rage. Rage at myself for failing to realize the burden you bear. But now... Of course we are. We're being fueled by three things. Roa's vampirism, spite, and love. Fuck you. There ain't no baggage here. That might have been a blessing in disguise. I'm glad I didn't give myself up to die. I'm glad I didn't leave you alone, even if it means letting Roa get away. No? Back into the building? Jumping as high as I can, I disappear into the ruins. No spikes follow me. I thought as much. She's not yet grown into her powers. At her current stage, she can only pick up on sources of sound, which is to say, moving objects. It took a while to find, but this place should suit my purposes. There's enough space here for one person to hide undetected. I let CL down against the wall. Oh, she's asleep, but her eyes are wide open. Yeah, no, How many times has she gone through those memories, do you think? Like, how many repetitions has it been? Probably at least 3 or 4, right? Probably. At first glance, anyone would think she was dead. But she can't die. That's how she's endured so much. This vampire's mystic eyes are just another bump on a long, long road. She'll shake them off in no time and come back to me. Will she? Will she really? So until then, the best thing I can do is buy her time. I hold her unmoving body close. I whisper her name as I run my fingers through her indigo hair, and finally speak the words I've been aching to say. Our embrace only lasts for 10 seconds, but I'm certain we felt each other's warmth. And then I drag myself away. So goes the last of my personal desires. All that's left now is my duty. With a deep breath, I take off back to the crater and the clearer lines of sight it offers. Oh boy. I emerge from the maze of debris into the central basin. It's amazing how sprightly I am with no one to carry. I could probably bound up the giant staircase and back to the surface in minutes. That is... if you didn't have to deal with this, bitch! Oh, what are you doing? You fencing us in? It wasn't a bush, thank you. It was a building. Really? You think he would give up? Him? Really? Oh, it's over alright, for one of us. Or I guess both, technically. But... if she'd let me... A palisade of spikes cuts off my escape as the vampire touches lightly down to earth. Oh, now that we stand on the same broken ground, I could reach her oh. I had a brain fart. I could reach her inside of her inside of 2 seconds. Yeah, somewhere where you can't find her.
あなたにもまだ人間らしいところが残っていたのね。四季君。
Yeah, it was a human thing to do, but not the human nature you're thinking. She's thinking we left her so we could move, quicker on our own. But no, we put her somewhere safe to protect her. I keep my guard up as I scan her for weaknesses. Her tone is amiable, but her words are dripping with bloodlust. Our battle has already begun. Still staring her down, I take in my surroundings. Only Noel has managed to keep pace with me. Her pack of zombies will take a few minutes to shamble close enough to be a threat. Metal spikes surround me, driven into the earth at 1 meter intervals. They form a fence to keep me enclosed. A circular pen 40 meters across. And I could easily hop it if I wanted to. But my hyper-attuned senses tell me that would be a bad idea. Yeah, they're probably... a trap. Like, if he tries to go over them, he'll probably be zapped with lightning or something. They'll deaden sound waves, most likely. Oh. Nothing as powerful as her mystic eyes, but they'll still rattle my brain, disrupting both my cognition and balance, so never mind. And if that happens, I'll be a sitting duck waiting for the skewer. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That's probably what those spikes are really meant for. Noel's guiding ethos is restraint and torture. Fundamentally, her power, her curse, is to trap her victims in fixed confines and subject them to gentle torment. Yeah, gentle! Right, Surely. The only way to break free from this prison is to destroy its source.
あら、怖い怖い。メガネを取ったってことは、
yeah.
私を殺す気になったってことよね。
You could say that. Now this is a battle to the death. The slightest misstep or misfortune will be fatal. That should scare me, right? Maybe. Of course it does. I'm even more terrified than the time I fought Vlav. Not just because she's strong, but because I've glimpsed her heart. If I die here, it'll be because a part of me still sympathized with her. But I won't let that happen. I can't afford to lose. Noel holds a single spike in her hand. She's been raining them down on me by the dozen. She could use as many as she wanted, but her smile gloats that just this one is enough. Oh, we'll see about that.
知ってるわ。キューサ猫を噛むでしょ。
I think you're a bit too small for that one.
私負けちゃうもの。この場合は支柱に勝つありってやつ？まあどっちでもいいか。
Oh yeah, it won't matter. Oh, it's not gonna matter.
大事なのは生意気にも私をどうにかできると思ってるその目つきをどう教育するかなんだし。
I'd like to see you try. Here she comes. Even taking into account the differences in our weapons and abilities, I can only take 2 hits at most. I raise my knife and shift my weight onto my heels.
まあ体罰が妥当よね。そんなナイフでどこまで持ちこたえられるか。
Oh, I think it'll take us, it'll take us quite far, you bitch! Dun, 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 dun. I fall backwards, fluidly but in full control. Noel and her spear pass overhead as I topple into a bridge pose. The spike meant for my heart pierces empty air. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Inches above the tip of my nose. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Noel grimace. I accidentally inhaled as I was talking, and that happened. I do that a lot. I don't know why. I see Noel grimace. Her stomach and the line of death running across it is fully exposed. I twist under her guard, aim carefully at my target. Ooh, what was that? And the elbow of her weapon sends me flying. The elbow? What? What do you mean elbow? I redirect my momentum into a roll as I crash backwards into the ground. That was stupid of me. She's not the only one with vampiric agility. I underestimated my own speed and launched myself straight into her, shoulder first. The slightest graze sent me flying through the air. She looks like a child, but she hits like a truck. I've got to focus. Her spear isn't the only threat. Yeah, it would. Noel, you're really letting this newfound strength of yours get to your head. That's gonna cost you dearly, I believe. Although, to be fair, I did the same thing just, like 10 minutes ago. So, I mean... Maybe you shouldn't do that. Fortunately, Noel is in similar disarray. Her attack just now is more or less a blind charge. She didn't even consider what to do if I dodged, and when I did, her momentum slammed her straight into the palisade. Perhaps she's not used to her newfound strength. No, more likely she just isn't taking this fight seriously. Probably, yeah, that could be the case, yeah. Though that doesn't make her any less dangerous. One hit from her elbow crushed my bones to powder. Ooh. My shoulder burns as it knits itself back together. I don't even have to look. I can imagine the muscles writhing around my shattered bone like giant slugs, forcing them back into place. Oh, what's that, Shiki? I just have to buy it a few seconds. Whoa, that is a sentence. What the fuck? A dead apostle is like an upgraded human. Those who become vampires can optimize their appearance to reflect their ideal self, or their body to impart inhuman pleasure, okay? So Noel's current appearance must be what she considers the pinnacle of beauty. And for a living creature to consider their early puberty the pinnacle of anything is... unfortunate. Yeah, no. Given what happened, and after that she probably considered herself, like, impure, or unclean, or broken. I guess I can see why she would think that. But, yeah, under any normal circumstances, that's not... yeah. That's... yeah. That's a good point. Roa is nothing but data to be transferred. Killing me won't affect them. She would need the 7th Holy Scripture's baptism, or some means of delivering death directly. No, he's what if he's actually just curious? Oh, so you were just lying. Okay. Okay, you don't actually. Okay, I see.
そういういい子ちゃんごっこはあの女にお似合いでしょ。
So your whole thing about, yeah, I'm a victim and she's okay, yeah, sure, okay, you're okay, I see. Yeah, you're just fucked up. Got it. You're just, okay. No surprise there. I've long suspected that was how she felt. A roll of my shoulder and good. It feels back in working order.
やだ、びっくりさせちゃった。
Yeah, kinda. It's what we expected though, I guess.
そう、私はロアの転生体を殺したいだけ。あなたを殺して気持ちよくなりたいだけ。あの女を殺して気持ちよくなりたいだけなの。
Well, we can't oblige you, unfortunately.
その後のことはまたその時に考えればいいと思うね。
So you have no plan for after this. You're just gonna wing it?
だって
Really? That's
せっかく
your
吸血鬼になったんだもの。後先を考えて我慢するなんて、そんなの人間らしいにも程がある。
矛盾してる。ロアを殺さないと先輩は死ねないの。
That's true.
バカじゃないの。あれは生き返るだけで死なないわけじゃないでしょ。殺せばちゃんと死ぬのよ、あの人は。
Oh, I see. I see you're gonna keep her in some fucked up torture chamber or something.
だからね、ずっと殺し続けておけばいい。例えば濃硫酸のプールに浸しておくとかどう？生き返っても即死する状況にしておけば、あの子は永遠に生き返るけど生きていないことになるでしょ。
No, no, I wouldn't call that living. At all. That sounds horrifying. What the fuck, Noel? What is wrong with your brain? Who even thinks about that? I've bought myself more than enough time. My shoulder is good as new, although my head aches a little from the expenditure of blood. I'm perfectly calm. I must be because I'm fully aware of the zombies assembling outside the pen. So I can ask her one final thing.
ノエル先生、これがあなたとの最後の会話でしょうけど。
What is that?
最後の間違いよしけくん。日本語は正しくね。
No. Last question. Definitely not gonna be the last words.
むざむざ殺される気はありません。それでもあなたが俺だけを殺すというのは筋は通っています。
へえ、だからシエルは見逃せっていうの？本気？
Yeah. Shiki, I really don't think it'll, I really don't think that'll happen.
でも無理だから。というかシキ君の命なんてどうでもいいし、先にあなたを殺しておけばあいつはもっと苦しむでしょ。
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
わかる？あなたはただの前妻なの。私にとってメインディッシュはあの女の処刑ってまだわかんない？
Okay, so you have to die then. Got it.
そうか。
Yeah. There's nothing more to say. The memory of a helpless girl trembling in a chapel hall fades into the back of my mind. In its place, conviction, clearer than ever. I cast aside the last vestiges of my human sympathy.
聞いた俺がバカだった。
And grit my teeth against my headache as I close in on her for the second time. 6 meters between us. 2 steps until I'm in range. 1 step, my gaze homes in on her right hand, which is readying her weapon, and her right foot, where tension is gathering. A right-handed thrust would use the left foot to support the body's weight. If she's using the right, that means 2 steps, now I'm in spear range. My weapon has a far shorter reach than hers. The lines of death wriggle and writhe. Unless I dodge the coming attack, I won't be able to cut them cleanly. I screech to a halt in front of her, twist around the spear shooting towards my heart, and
なんてマジで付き合ってあげると思っちゃった？
Yeah, it wouldn't be that easy, huh? Huh? Claws? She flicks me! Oh, flick you too! Just a tap from her middle finger to my side is enough to send me crashing into the palisade. My back slams against the metal spikes. My side has gone numb. I fight for breath against a ruptured diaphragm. And then there's the sound. Come on, that's gotta wake CL up or draw Orquid's attention or something. The instant I touch the spikes, a brain-scrambling cacophony assails me. I open my eyes to find the zombies clawing at me. A swarm of hands grasp for my prone body. I roll away to get some distance from the palisade. The zombies won't cross it, probably at Noel's command, which means she'll be coming to finish this personally. Is it now? But nothing comes. I think she just did. She's still in the center of the ring, clutching at herself with pleasure. Oh, it's good for you. Love that for you. Yeah, you've been fully converted. Oh, Noel. You're completely lost. There's no helping you anymore. I get to my feet and walk back towards the vampire. My breathing is still impaired, but I'll heal before I reach my destination. I don't want to dance with you. I'd rather do anything else. We end up at the same distance as before, 6 meters. Noel is more focused than ever. I clench my left hand to test whether it's recovered. The fingers still won't curl, but I can move the arm at least. And now that we've traded 2 blows, I have all the information I need. I scowl to myself. That's not a good sign. At this rate, I really could kill her. Oh? Oh, she's coming first this time. She must have mistaken my hesitation for fear, because she launches herself at me with an ecstatic grin. Oh, Noel, you poor fool. A crude thrust relying on pure momentum. She won't get the better of me a third time. She's gotten faster, but I can see her limits. Oh, you bloody fool. My newly restored left arm is once again sacrificed to intercept a blow. As the spike pierces my wrist on the way to my heart, I fling my arm out to the side. There it goes again, I guess. But it's a small price to pay. For an unobstructed shot at her neck. A single thought flashes through my brain. I really don't want to kill her. No, it wouldn't be right. Just before I sever her head, I stop myself. My hard-won opening slips through my fingers. Like a replay of our first clash, one of her limbs, This time her knee catches me and sends me bouncing across the broken ground. That might have been a mistake, but we'll see. My left arm is no longer usable. It's so badly mangled, I'm amazed it's still attached. The blood loss makes my head swim. Soon I won't be able to breathe. The only saving grace is that without the warmth of circulation, I can't feel the cold. It's the little things, the silver lining. I'm a picture-perfect walking corpse. But I knew that this was a possibility. My play was all or nothing. Now that I've squandered the chance it earned me, all that awaits is death. As for Noel, she's over 10 meters away, patting at her neck to make sure her head is still attached. Her face is a mask of terror. Yeah, we could have taken your head, but we decided not to, out of the goodness of our heart. I have nothing to say to her. A chance like that won't come around again. Oh, couldn't we have? Mystic eyes of death perception. She vaults back onto the pillar and stares down at me as though repulsed by an insect. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if your minions have the gusto. The zombies start to shamble through the palisade. Oh? I mean, she's employing the optimal strategy. There's a huge risk in engaging me at close quarters. Now that she's realized I pose a very real danger, she won't stay in melee range. Her best options are picking me off from range or wearing me down through force of numbers. As drunk on power as she is, she knows her limitations. A healthy level of cowardice is important for survival. Only 3 kinds of people would be insane enough to fight me head-on. The mindless living dead, something powerful enough not to fear death, or a human capable of swallowing their terror. Yeah, no. Being eaten alive would... You know the whole thing about, worst ways to die I was talking about earlier? Being eaten alive is probably up there also in the top 20, if I had to guess. I don't know though, I've never died before, so... I adjust my grip on my knife. There's no going near those spikes. If I try to jump over them, I'll drop right out of the air like a bug hitting a zapper. The ring of zombies slowly tightens around me. With a vampire's endurance, I can probably take 20 at best. Beyond that, my chances drop to nil. Try as I might, I can't picture myself making it out alive. I could have finished this. I wonder why I didn't. But there's this nagging feeling that I should leave Noel for someone else to deal with. Yeah, no, it has to be something between her and CL. Well, no time for regrets. It's not like I can afford to die here anyway. I muster the last of my blood and brain power and hurl myself into the encroaching tide of undead. Okay, good start. Alright, I cut down another zombie. That makes 10, 20, more. My vampiric body never ceases to amaze me. Several minutes without breathing, yet I'm still conscious. Only my precision has dulled slightly. Any blood I lose regenerates rapidly from my bone marrow. As long as the sun is down, there's no limit to the life force I can draw from. Okay. I mean, it's good. Although with my left arm still healing and zombies taking chunks out of me, my rate of blood production is barely keeping pace with my expenditure. How many are left? But as long as I'm standing, I can keep fighting. That's 40 now. Only 10 or so left to go. I don't even feel my headache anymore. Not when my entire body feels like it's going to burst from the strain. But I can keep going. I can do this. Yeah, you got it! Once I've gotten rid of all of the dead, I just have to bring their mistress back to ground level and then... Yeah, so what if we did? What are you gonna do about it? Ooh, how are you gonna do that, huh? What do you have in mind? Funeral bells sound across the crater. How long has it been since this battle started? Only now do I notice that more zombies are amassing outside the ring. At least as many as there were originally. So the whole thing about having 50 was a subversion. A trick. You tricked us. No, it's not. Oh. Oh boy, that's over 100. Over 100. Okay. I mean, surely CL will wake up any second now, right? Surely. My heart finally sinks as the last of my hope evaporates. 10 times 10, more than 100 zombies, and still more are coming. Just let go of voice whispers. Fuck you, Roa! Get out of here! Fuck, go away! I don't need you. The proposition is all the more appealing to a vampire. Getting injured doesn't hurt all that much. It's the healing that's agonizing. And so dying would be peaceful. In a way, giving up is the easiest choice. But then Roa will just take your body. Wait, what the hell am I going on about? Since when did I care about doing things the easy way? I don't think you ever did. I cut my way through the latest wave. Alright, hang on. I gotta turn my cooler off. It's out of water, so the pump is going. I cut my way through the latest wave. Even now, she's still toying with me. Left to their own devices, our minions would have gnawed me to pieces by now. The only reason I'm still alive is because she's still controlling them. She's sending them at me one by one as she watches from on high. This must be revenge for humiliating her. She's waiting on tenterhooks for the moment I falter. Ye of so little faith. How about no? I'd rather not do that. You know, I mean, yeah, you can't say that we can't stop him until we actually try to stop him. Oh. Internet is dying, apparently. There we go. It was only for a few seconds. Shut up already. These zombies are bad enough without her voice in my ear. The only thing I'm getting tired of is her games. True, my brother. True. If she wants to kill me, she's going to have to work for it. Yeah, I mean, you already knew that, didn't you? Hmm?
ねえ、どうして死にたくないから戦うんだよ。でもあなたはもうすぐ消えるじゃない。なのにどうして諦めないの？
No. I don't wanna.
ムカつくの見ていられないの。ほら、さっさと死ね虫けら。あの時の私みたいに何もかも投げ出せって言ってるの。
We're not you, so. I feel a spike coming from above and leap back. It flies from her hand to pierce the ground at my feet. She stares dumbly down at it, as though she's cast aside her pride with her own hands. Oh, I wouldn't laugh. In this killing field, I find myself grinning.
何がおかしいのよ。先に頭の方がいかれちゃった？諦めないのは脳が腐って、もうゾンビになってるからなわけ。
No, he just finds it funny how you're so goddamn pathetic. I'm not certain I'm still sane myself, but apparently I've retained the capacity for pity.
まったく言いたくはなかったけど、あんたの勘違いは耳障りだから教えてやるよ。俺は死にたくないからあがいてるんじゃない。シエル先輩がいるから立っているだけだ。あんたが何をしようか知ったことか。
How you feel about that, Noel?
なんですって。
Oh, you heard him. Oh, you heard him. Your response. I take a deep breath. As soon as I say this, it's over. No more playing around. She'll come for my head. I'm fine with that. I can take it. But unless I reaffirm here and now what it is I'm fighting for, I might lose sight of who I am.
俺が諦めないのは先輩を信じているからだ。もっと生きていたいからだ。っていうか、俺はこれからずっとシエルと楽しくやっていくんだから。こんなところで死ねるかバーカ。
Oh, yeah, she's pissed. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
ああ、そういうこと。拷問って苦しめるだけが答えじゃないのね。命を奪うこと、未来を奪うことそのものが責め苦になる。
What are you implying? The zombies cease their lurching movements. An enormous number of spikes array themselves behind Noel. More than my brain could possibly follow. Actually, wait, hang on. Something just hit me. I've seen this design before. I swear I know I've seen this design somewhere. Of Noel's, that is. Maybe I saw a picture of her on Twitter at some point, and I just didn't know it was her. Which would make sense. It just hit, I didn't look at any of the trailers though, is the thing. Aside from like the very first one where it showed like Arquid like walking forward with her hands behind her back. Aside from that, I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing her up with some other, like, evil magical girl design, or I saw maybe a fan art of this version of Noel on Twitter or something. But I swear I've actually seen her before. It didn't hit me until just a minute ago, but... I don't know.
いいわ。それならさっさと殺してあげる。
Yeah.
あの女への見せしめに隙間なく埋まって死ね。
So what you're saying is, we'll be holy? No? Dodge? So I don't know how you're gonna dodge all these, but dodge? The spikes settle into rows and fly at me in volleys. This isn't a precision strike. It's a carpet bombing. She's given up her zombies as collateral damage. Honestly, yeah, fair. My legs reflexively try to dodge, but I freeze. There's no avoiding this. I'm done for. Oh, wow, no, but that one. Our girl is awake! I guess, Noel somehow didn't notice. That CL broke out of the past, but they never arrive. A steel cannonball blasts through the metal rain from the sidelines. One of the church's black keys rests in the ground. That can only mean our girl. I look up in joy. The vampire looks up in anger. We follow the black key's trajectory to its source. She stands atop. Okay, before I said she, for a second I thought maybe it's gonna be Mario, because he can't make a deal with Roa, with, you know. Well, actually, I guess why would Mario get involved? Because if Shiki dies and Roa takes his... but there's a chance that Noel could completely kill this host and then Roa would move on and be... He'd have to wait another, like, 18 years and be a whole thing, and... Yeah. See, I guess it could have been Mario, but it says she, so... She stands atop a crumpled pillar. Or crumbled pillar. There she is. Piercing eyes look down on Noel, framed by a cold moon. At last, CL has woken from her dream. And she's ready to kick ass. Oh, I guess we're seeing her thoughts of when she was in the... Okay. I watched Normality descend I can't talk. What the hell? Normality descend into nightmare. Stop. I watch parents kill their children. Please. I watch children kill their parents. I watch as all are consumed by indiscriminate slaughter. I watch helpless to intercede as a hell of my own creation unfolds. I try to hold myself back, but it's pointless. I try to close my eyes, but it's useless. I try to shut my mouth, but it's hopeless. And when nothing else works, I try to, but I'm powerless. I am a sick kind of machine. A compactor built to extract blood by any means. Perhaps that's insulting to machines. Maybe. A machine is the least efficient about its work. No one would design a machine to enjoy its victims' terror or savor their screams. I haven't been human for a long time. Just an imposter clothed in human skin. Regardless of what I have or have not done, my nature marks me for death. So they all said, and they were all right. My existence was unjustifiable. I'd hoped it would at least be over before the sun rose, but the night never ends. The ritual very nearly succeeds. Arcwood falls neatly into my grasp. Given just a little more time, I'll be able to devour her. Instead, yeah, she murders you. An uninvited seventh guest effortlessly tips the scales against us. Oh. And so I die. At long, long last, who was the seventh guest? My only regret is that it didn't happen sooner. I'm discarded by the roadside, my carcass left to rot among those of the people I killed. My eyes are closed for what follows, so I have no way of knowing how the story ends. Finally, I plunge into death's dark abyss. That's alright, it's better this way. Now I'll never have to wake again. Now the memories won't haunt me night after night. It's best for everyone that I stay dead. How about... No. How about you don't? The 6 vampires in that CGs. Oh no, yeah, no, I know. That was just me giving commentary, not actually asking for an answer. But even in sleep, I couldn't forget. Of course not. I mustn't ever forget what I've done. So instead I fought, hoping to be of some use to humanity. Oh, you were. You took down some vamps, some dead apostles. You did good. Vowing never to rest for as long as I lived. I convinced myself that even I could make a difference. How foolish I was. All I achieved was hurting those around me. All I accomplished was tainting her soul. And I think it was already kind of tainted. Just not through vampirism. I'm sorry I didn't know my place. I'm sorry I couldn't die when I should have. I'm sorry I can't fight anymore. These 6 years didn't change me one bit. I don't know about that. I've lost everything that made me who I am. Now I'm no more than a mindless husk. It's only right that this is how I meet my end, killing my own heart until there's nothing left inside me. I'm so sorry. I never should have fooled myself into thinking I was worthy of saving anyone. Maybe not. But you did, and what's done is done. Oh? So why? Why do I still feel the warmth of a hand through my hair? I see. There's someone still out there fighting. Carrying me onwards, even though I don't deserve it. Calling my name over and over. Refusing to abandon me. The pallid heat of his body warms my chest. I wish you'd stop. I wish you'd leave me here. There's someone out there who needs me. I'm sure he isn't the first. But that isn't enough. I can't fight anymore. I can't take it. I can't bear the memories. I've been in pain for so long. All I want to do is rest. I've never been strong, just terrified of stopping. It was only a matter of time before I derailed and crashed. So what would be the point of picking myself back up? No matter how many vampires I kill, or how many lives I save, I will never find forgiveness. No. Oh, someone will forgive you though. Maybe not the church, but someone will. Or not, okay. The voice is right by my ear, speaking the heartfelt words of someone who is no longer here. But he's right. There's no forgiveness waiting for me. No absolution. I can't ever atone for my past. The best I can do is stay here in the darkness. Okay. I sob into my knees. His words strike home. The thought of my stupidity threatens to tear my chest open. I know. Believe me, I know. I spent 6 years living like that. But now I wonder if that wasn't sinful in itself. After all the lives I've taken, what right do I have? I would argue you have all the right, because it wasn't really. I mean, it was kind of you, but also not really you. Like, can't really blame yourself entirely for what happened. My sobs intensify as the depth of my cowardice hits me. I must be the vilest creature alive. Everything on this earth should scorn me. And yet, I feel the squeeze of someone's embrace. I disagree with... I know he's about to disagree, but I also disagree. Because not everyone could take that pain that she feels every time she... Yeah. That's something he can never have, he says. And I should be proud to let it shine through. My sins may be many, but if I've managed to cultivate a virtuous heart, to nurture it, to keep it close, then there was meaning in my atonement. He tries to hide the sadness lurking beneath his words, as though he's letting go of something he desperately wanted for himself. Yeah, he's just been kind of going through the motions. Yeah, fight, CL, fight. The pressure of his embrace fades away. His presence gently withdraws. With a bashful smile, he runs off towards the battlefield. his faith in me the wings at his back. Yeah, maybe he should have, but he didn't. CL, don't talk bad about CL.
あなたは自分を殺さなかった。自分の命可愛さにみんなを見殺しにした。この世で最もありきたりな利己主義という悪心。それが私たちの正体でしょう。
I stopped my weeping. Boiling blood surges through my leaden body. Get up. It's painful, excruciating. I've come back to life more times than I can count, but the agony is overwhelming every time. I really can't seem to stop apologizing. I'm sorry, my body. I've put you through a lot, but please, bear with me just a little longer.
私たちは元からそういう生き物だった。ロアという吸血鬼はケーキに過ぎない。
I don't know if I... Okay, well...
私は優れた肉体を持って生まれてしまった。いずれ周囲との圧力は起こっていた。それがあのような形になっただけだ。
I guess...
私はどうあれ、きっと多くの罪を犯して。
Well, I think... I doubt any sin you could have committed without Roa would have been nearly as bad as the ones you committed as Roa. I'll be honest, I don't think anything would have topped that, but yeah, sure.
多くの人間に石を投げられる運命だったのよ。
I ripped the skin off my back. Painful but necessary to tear free from the darkness. Besides, listen, can you hear it? Even now, far away. Someone is fighting for me, believing in me. I'll flay myself to the bone if that's what it takes to repay their trust.
どうして
For love.
まだ希望を見るの？まだ罪を認めないの？
No, she's not blind to it.
私は絶対に救われない。代行者としてのあなたは犠牲者に過ぎない。私たちには救われる奇跡も生きている理由も愛される価値もない。そうでしょ、エレイシア。
Ooh, using her name, her true name, her original name. You're right. I'm not worthy of anyone's love. But I have seen a miracle. Something noble and pure. Everything he's ever had has been taken from him. So cruelly and completely has he been robbed. He can't even conceive of what he's lost. If anyone has the right to pursue their own happiness above all else, it's him. Yet he prayed for mine instead. In all his strength, he chose me. So I have to prove that I'm worthy of his faith. In that desire, I discover the last remnants of my will.
So.
Gonna let yourself wake up? I reach up towards the light. My body is drained of strength. My heart is as weak as ever. My doubts will stay with me until my dying day. But I have to do this. This life I have isn't for lamenting the past. It's for standing up and fighting. However many times it takes, for as long as there's a single shred of hope left in me. Oh, maybe she is a hypocrite, but who cares? Who the hell cares? Hypocrite or not, she'll save her boyfriend. Oh.
吸血鬼になっても甘い狙いですね。あなたの本命は私でしょう、ノエル。
Oh, what are you so happy about? She better beat your ass. CL regards Noel from atop her pillar. As she should. She has no need to look at me, down here on the earth. And now that I've seen she's unharmed, I have nothing to say to her. I've played my part. Now it's up to these two to settle their score.
さっきまでメソメソ泣いていたくせに戻ってきた途端に上から目線とか笑えるわ。
Well, sometimes you just need a good cry to get yourself in order, you know?
何？もしかしていじめられるのが癖になっちゃった？もう一度私の目に見入られたいの？
I mean, as tempting as that sounds, no. No. No.
そうですね。それがどんな仕組みの魔眼なのか興味はありますから、使っていただく分には益があります。
After ripping them from her skull.
でもやめておいた方がいいですよ。あなたの魔力量ではその魔眼は対応できない。もう一度使えばあなたは自戒します。
Ooh, she's schooling you, Noel.
何よりもう聞きませんから。
Oh, what you got there? Was
魔力はより強い
that?
魔力に洗い流される。どこのそのレプリカかは知りませんが、分かっていればこの通りです。
The back of Ciel's right hand is glowing. With my half-vampiric gaze, I can see the vortex of energy swirling between the two combatants. A scarlet curse emanates from Noel's eyes, encircling Ciel like a tangle of thorns. But its barbs decay the moment they touch her body. The curse embedded in her right hand overwhelms them with its sheer magnitude. I've seen this light before, or the one she yanked from him after we... The heart of Vlov's curse burned with the same brilliance.
どこまでも偉そうな女。
Very arrogant, actually.
やだやだ、そんなに先輩面したいんですか、シエル先輩。これ見よがしに昔の勲章を見せびらかすとか、代行者としても吸血鬼としても上だって言いたいの？
I mean, yeah, why not?
そんなこといちいち言わなくて
Just like, did you not realize that? I already, oh.
いつもの辛辣さが戻ってきたじゃない。
No, we'll see about that. I think it'll do a lot of good, actually.
冷静になって下を見下ろしたら、四季君は私の指先一つで死者どもの食い物になる。もうあなたが何をやってもあの子は助けられる。
He can fend for himself. Don't you worry.
それが嫌なら、おとなしく私の魔眼に。
Noel, I think she knows that if she went along with you, you'd do it anyway. So I mean.
失礼。そちらなら当然真っ先に終わらせました。
Huh? For just a second, she glances at me. Oh? Huh? It seems like she's trying to tell me something, but I can't figure it out. All I can do is look back up at her warily. I don't think those are stars. Hold on. Pinpricks of light fill the sky and they aren't stars. Oh, I was right. The reverberations hit me. 12, 24, more. There's no doubt about it. Those are Ciel's black keys. She threw them without... I guess her look was dodge. Don't get hit. Like, bro, get ready to dodge. Noel sounds just as surprised as I am. The rain of black keys pierces every last zombie surrounding me, destroying them utterly. Or maybe stay put and you won't get hit. Noel turns a murderous glare towards me, rather towards the empty ground where her minions used to be, one last time, and then she cuts me out. As far as she's concerned, I no longer exist. Ever the pragmatist, I would have done the same thing. She can no longer afford any oversights or miscalculations. With the tables so decisively turned, her objective has changed. Yeah, incapacitate CL. Now she's in mortal peril. In the coming minutes, she'll have to lay her very existence on the line. Not to kill, but to survive.
私の今までの戦い、今までの食材はすべて嘘だったと言いま
Which
した
is a
ね。
load of bull. A load of bull hanky?
言ったわ。何度だって言ってあげる。あなたは嘘つきで、本当のことなんて何一つなかったんだ。
Really now? Really? Is
そう
she?
ですね。私の心は嘘にまみれています。けれど消えないものもある。党の士気を助けたいという気持ちも、食材の名のもとに殺してきた犠牲者たちも、犯してしまった過去の罪も、決して消えない私の真実です。
Yeah.
私はそれを認めます。これから私が犯す命、私が残す憎しみを全て自分の罪だと認めます。あなたが私を殺すことを正当なものだと受け入れます。
Yeah, no, that's undeniable. That's true. It would be fair.
はあ？何を当たり前のことを言ってるのよ。認めたからなんだっていうの。そんなことで自分が正しいだなんて言い張るつもり？
No, she didn't say that. Don't put words in her mouth. A wall of spikes takes form behind Noel's back, like a vampire's fangs ready to sink into their prey.
いえ、善か悪かで言えば私は悪でしょう。
Oh?
ですが、悪だから良き生き方を望んではいけないかというのなら、それは間違いでした。
ね。
だって、人間の善悪と人生の善悪は悲しいほど違うものなんですから。
Yeah.
私のせいだと復讐に走るあなたの言い分は間違いであり正しい。ロアの転生を止めるという私の使命感も間違いであり正しい。
The same threshold, she says. They are both sinners, straddling the line between good and evil. On this battlefield, they are equals.
なら、後の計りは力で示すしかない。
And I think CL's got you beat, Noel.
互いが間違いであるのな
In
ら、
power.
それぞれの正しさは互いの強さでしか測れない。
The seventh holy scripture clanks into position. CL's eyes make it plain that she will say no more.
何それ。結局、強い方が正しいって。
Pretty much, yeah. pretty much.
ああ、本当に信じられない。最後の最後までムカつく女。
She doesn't understand. CL isn't saying that might makes right. She's saying they're both right in their own way, but brute force is the only way left to make their cases. It's an apology for failing to apologize before things reach this point. But it falls on deaf ears.
開き直りやがって。それが不公平なんだって。何度も何度も言ってるじゃない。
Bells toll to announce the holy night. The witch! No. The executor meets them head on. The vampire can offer the executor no forgiveness. The executor can offer the vampire no salvation. With no recourse left but violence, their final battle begins. Noel's spears streak towards their mark like shooting stars. A rain of steel that will skewer anything in its path, even a foe with superhuman capabilities. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I know we're in the middle of this, but I can't go for another hour or however long this will take. I really can't. I think I'm gonna stop here when since we're at a transition point, and come back to it another day. I know it's a bad spot to stop at, but it's the only reasonable spot I think we're gonna get for a while, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, I can understand why if you tried sparing all things. I wasn't sure if it was a bad end or not, but I just wanted this. I just wanted to see what would happen. I wasn't entirely sure either way, but I did want to see if maybe she would have a change of heart if we spared her, but obviously that didn't happen. She's too far gone for simple acts of mercy to get through to her. Yeah, so that's really all that was going on in my head in regards to that, is what would happen if I did this. And nothing good, unfortunately. Nothing good. But yeah. Anyway. That'll do it. I wanted to end this like an hour ago, but we were also in the middle of a scene, but I just can't go anymore. This is just me kind of thinking out loud here, but I really hope we don't actually... No, I guess we have to kill Noel, don't we? Like, there's no other way around it. I don't know. I hope we don't have to kill Noel, but I'm pretty sure we will. Which is sad, but you know, she's too far gone to be saved. That's just the fact of the matter. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah. Next time, I'm not gonna give a specific day, but sometime this next week we'll finish this day off. But yeah, I'll catch you whatever day that happens to be. Peace.